It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. Off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic, and if we talk, na 500,000 they go sama us call am hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people wey dey spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. This one na dey off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. And in dey touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be dey holla say dem want the power. Chai, dem be promise us say we go get light and power. Dem hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. This one not dey off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Person wey dey do evil no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too dey talk. He too dey talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he dey hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman pikin dey the street dey hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. This man not dey off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun diary Politico. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ẹ̀sùn làjú. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn làjú. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn làjú. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn làjú. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn làjú. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn làjú. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn làjú. Maiyegun.
Hello there, brethren. So good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Maiyegun live. Thank you very much. So remember, after reading the caption of the broadcast, which is practically what possibly attracted you, that Maiyegun is live, read beyond the caption. Read the description as well. Yeah, then like the broadcast, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, your frenemies. They can join us too, just before you sit back and then relax for tonight. So last night, when we all kind of like bidded ourselves, should I say, okay. Last night when we bid ourselves a good night, for some of us who indeed had to go to bed, right? Indeed, people of Oworonsoki in Lagos did same. They went to bed, hoping to, just like you and I, hoping to wake up today and possibly continue to pursue their own happiness and what have you. But it didn't go that way. So what happened? Last night, in the middle of the night, an operation that started from the eyewitnesses, an operation that started from between 1 a.m., demolition of people's homes in Oworonsoki, Oworo. And from the report, it was said that, the Oba of Oworo, there's a king there, is working with another government agent, supposed Lagos State government agent, in charge of the building, the standard and all of that stuff. So they are land grabbers. So they have been possibly at loggerheads with the landowners, the homeowners in that axis. And somehow, right, with, the policemen and others that they brought to the scene, demolition of people's homes kicked off in the middle of the night. Women, children, elderly, homeowners, tenants, everyone was kicked out of their building, and every building in that axis leveled in Lagos. Now, that's where we're going to start from this evening. But it's still going to be a long night, I believe. And if we have the audience and time, maybe we can take calls. But in the absence of that, just, hear the broadcast and let us get started. These videos are from the victims of the demolition that took place in Lagos last night. If you are doing something that is legal, you don't really have to do it at night. Say, for example, when you are a court order or a government instruction to demolish people's homes for one reason or the other, it is expected that they would be notified, and every living person, every living soul in that property or the properties would be evacuated before any demolition would take place. A lot of households, a lot of families were thrown into a total confusion last night. And here is the collection of all that happened and even after from Lagos. It is a long watch, so
Ara káwọn èèyàn máa gbọ́ ní nǹkan tó bọ̀ wò kí wọ́n ṣe ó rán ara rẹ̀ sí wá sínú àwọn olùgbé kán wá jí àwọn èèyàn nílé wọn o kán wá máa jí wọn by this time ní after 2 lóru ní 1 lóru pé kán máa bọ́ta nílé wọn kán fẹ́ wọlé òun lélẹ̀. I don't understand. RRS that are supposed to protect us, they are the one the king is sending. Mi ò rí RRS kó pọ̀ tó yìí nínú Owerri. Ẹ wo àwọn èèyàn ṣì wà nílé yẹn o. I'm not moving there.
No, to that side. That's what I'm saying.
This is fine. This is fine. Àwọn èèyàn wà nílé yẹn o. Àwọn èèyàn wà nílé yẹn. Àwọn èèyàn wà nílé yẹn wọ́n ń wo mọ́ wọn lórí ni. Mi ò rí RRS tó pọ̀ tó inú ìlú yìí rí. Kí la fẹ́ ṣe?
Go they pack your load.
You are saying we should pack our load.
No,
Ọlọ́pàá yẹn ló ń sọ sí pé go dey pack your load. Ṣé ká máa kó bọ̀ nílé yín? Àbí ká kó wá palace?
Men are no vessel. Hey God, have mercy.
Why do you want to vacate the
This is my own house. Come on, now my compound be this, so like, man, now my compound be this. My house dey front. See our place for front. All scatter.
Attendees.
Daddy.
So the story was that not that they have done anything wrong, they didn't do anything wrong. The story is about a king in that place. They say it's the Oba Oworo, okay, who also have a guy. Let me see if I can bring his picture. Gbolahan, okay. So he's according to the available information, right? So it is said that Gbolahan, okay, right, is the director of Lagos State Building Control Agency. Gbolahan Owodunni, okay, but that's the position they gave to him in Sanwo-Iku's government, right? So he's now using that position to help the Oba of Oworo, who wanted that particular side of Oworo for himself. Yeah. And everybody who bought land, who owns like houses there, like they are like 90% Yorubas. Many of them are pensioners, old men, women who just probably retired into those homes, right? But the king needed the land, and he brought the government with his partner, Owodunni, to implement an illegal demolition in the middle of the night. We have seen the Ronukus who have been all over the place telling you that some people want to come and claim their land. They want to take over their land in Lagos. Yeah. That they want to come and control Yoruba land. Because that's what the Thiefnubu and gang told them. But guess who are those who are chasing them out of their homes? For those ones who have properties in Lagos, though, because most of those Ronokus, the sewage dwellers, they're not from Lagos. Right? The greed of Thiefnubu and his gang started since 1999. For those who have suffered in their hands, they are the land grabbers. There is no land grabber in Lagos State today that does not belong to Thiefnubu's cycle. No, none, not a single one. Some of them have been made kings, land grabbers. Do you get that now? So, the Igbos are coming to take over your land, but now your Obas, the Agberos, as well as the people they call the Omoniles, the land grabbers, they are the ones chasing your aged parents out of their properties, demolishing their homes to now resell the lands to the highest bidder. And guess what? From people's experiences, when they take the lands from them like that, they don't want to resell to you. They want to resell the land like, in the double of its price or triple. They will price it away from those who are actually the Yorubas as well. This is the people's experience. So, but the same set of people will then weaponize tribalism, ethnicism for their political advantage and begin to tell the dots. The way is that some people are coming to take over their land. In the process, some of them too are dreaming that maybe one day something will happen that they can chase the non-Yorubas out of Lagos and they will take over their properties, take over their shops, take over the malls. Because when these criminals, these rogues, when they violently take people's lands like this, render them homeless and miserable for most of the rest of their lives, they blow the money. The money is never reinvested in anything developmental. They marry new wives, they buy new cars, latest cars, they call parties, they spray the money. When they are out of the money, they go back to the people they sold the land to again and start threatening them that if they don't pay them so amount of money, they will sell the land and they will demolish the house. And it's like that again and again and again. And the system that is filled with selfish, greedy criminals. Now that Gbolahan was there this evening, right? He met with the people who demolished their homes. His explanation.
We need amnesty for everybody. It was on radio, it was on Yoruba, it was on Wazobia. For almost 1 year, people didn't show up. It's only one building here that got approval. Only one. They came and marked. Some of you will bully them. We are government officials and some of us paid our money to go to school. We are not gods. We are not agents of destruction. But we want development. If we have to do development, some people are going to be affected. And because they don't want it to affect you, they told you, they gave you enough time. Over 3 years. 2 years later, a year, months. They were here even about 2-3 weeks ago. None of you went, you are still carrying a survey plan. Anybody can take survey plan. Any non-entity can take survey plan. I can take survey plan that doesn't belong to me. That doesn't belong to me. Why don't we do the right thing? Now they are removing. Everybody is there now. It's that government. You send this and send it to the NGOs people. They use you and collect money on you. They are not doing any help for you. Is this how their country is? If this is how their country is, why would you want to travel to London? Why do you want to travel to America? But they'll come here and they'll be cajoling you. And once they hear people talk to them, they send it to them, they give them money. We need amnesty for everybody.
It is the same pattern. You've got your document, your CFO, your survey, your what have you. And and the government says, no, they are not genuine. But you have a document issued by the same government. All it takes is just somebody to tell you that, no, they are not genuine. That you are carrying this, does that then mean that it is real? We are the ones to tell you if your document is real or not. And that's what they do. Do you have somebody in mind? You should have somebody in mind who is very good and notorious with that kind of, trick. His name is Werewike. So Werewike, everyone that is parading of correct, everyone that is in possession of any landed property or document in Abuja that thinks is original, no. The document is original or valid if he, Werewike, is not interested in your land. If he is interested in your land, they will invalidate that thing and tell you that, yes, if it was given to you, then go and call the person that gave it to you. They will render it useless while your building is demolished. Then they started, did you hear that now? We didn't want development. Development where? They've developed their properties. If you want to give them development, you construct their roads. Yeah? Development, what do they want to build there? Okay, what about compensation? They don't have any plan for that because the backstory, the one that he's referring to, is simply because 3 years ago, of course, this particular, before this one they call King now, I think somebody who was probably prior to this one was also dragging and trying to use the same political influence to take people's lands in that axis. I think he died. I don't know the whole story. Before this current one came, and they brought this guy who is working for government. All he's going to take is just for them to do their meeting in their office and say, okay, from here. We'll just tell them that, you know what, they were not supposed to build the land, build houses there. How? Why? Like, they have government approved their plan, government approved this and that. Which government? Lagos State government. Well, I am from Lagos State government and I'm telling you now that whatever document you have is no longer valid. Who are you going to call? Where do you think you're going to run to? Court. Oh, right. Is that not the same document you're going to take to the court? Now you will now have to get them, probably hope that that particular judge, because in Lagos State, they actually have judges who knows about all the land grabbers, land grabbing, where and when. They know themselves. You're not going to win. No, you won't. That is the purpose of the rigged system. When the system is rigged, you don't get justice. Because there are those who live above the law. They act above it. But at the same time, they are the ones in control of the law too. So you have nowhere to report to. So it makes it very hard. Yeah? And it is sad. It is that somebody like myself can't buy a land in Nigeria without the concern for my children. Because there's no guarantee that my children can continue to possess my land when I'm gone. Because somebody somewhere who knows that I'm dead can obviously come and take the land from them, and whatever document in my name transferred to my children can be invalidated by these rogues in their own court. It is that worse, and it is that bad. And again, to those of you who thought somehow when these criminals are demolishing the houses, the shops of the non-Yorubas, as much as they have weaponized this your tribalism and the rest, right? That they've blinded you so terribly bad that you can't even see that you are also a victim and a potential victim. But the regular victim in their own hands. They make you feel like you're going to be treated specially, differently. You're being serious. Treat you differently in a place where they are always like extorting one another. And if they can't get you, They can kill you until they get what they want. Eh? So last, everybody will understand that phrase. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Do you get that now? So you don't wait till it affects you, because it will eventually affect you. No matter how much you pretend or live in denial, it is eventually going to affect you. It's going to touch you. I've said that many times. The only democratized something in that contraption today is the shege. That's the only thing that goes like everybody go collect. And of course, yeah, they have those who are going to explain it away and tell you that they blame those people. And the underlying factor will be ignored until they become victims too. Right? Now we're going to stay in Lagos. Yesterday, I shared with us the police suspension or police cancellation of the planned defection of GRV, that Gbadebo revival, the Labour Party governorship candidate in Lagos in 2023. So he's moving to ADC in their coalition. So he had all these planned dates picked, including the venues where this would take place. And the guests have all been invited. 24 hours before the day, they received a call from the Commissioner of Police also in Lagos. And they were told that police has cancelled the event for security reasons. How? What do you mean? Like they have the right to assemble and all that. So what the police said was that they received a report that the event will be hijacked. What do you mean hijacked? Like we're not doing rallies or protests or anything. This is a meeting, a political gathering. Anyway, they told him that they shouldn't hold it. But because police really doesn't have that right to stop you from actually gathering. But unfortunately, there's no way you're going to go probably fight that in a lawless contraption, unfortunately. So they went ahead to have their program. However, when their supposed members started arriving, and they are not just Labour Party ahead, they had people from their APC, people from from PDP, they have people from other parties, right? It's a coalition, they called it. Now, upon arriving at their supposed Yanokwaja meeting, because they wanted to have one in Alimosho area, right? So they moved it to Yanokwaja, which is, I think, is still Alimosho. They moved it to a supposed church ground, or maybe church-owned ground. But upon arrival there this morning, they found countless numbers of policemen surrounded the venue. Okay, again, like what happened in Kaduna, right? Police were present, and they were only there to stop the people, the organizers of the event, from accessing their own venue. And you know those they allowed to enter? Those were the thugs who vandalized everything, the tent, the table, the chairs, and all that. And not a single one of them was arrested, by the way. I have a video. Watch this.
Chased everybody out. Chased everybody out.
And
People with them forgetting and security. Nothing.
All of them, they just
Nothing.
Look at
Yeah, look at.
Look at them. See children. Imagine where children are coming out. See everyone.
Like seriously.
They're taking everything at the stage. The engine, the mixer, everything. They took everything. Like seriously.
See the security agencies.
A democratic country.
Security
This is
agencies.
happening for real.
Are we sure we are in a democratic country in this country? They scatter the stage.
Scattered everything. See where people are coming from. See the DJ.
Níbo àníbo mọ̀ ẹ́ ti ìkọ́ni wọ́n ti wá wájú nínú ìmọ̀.
But those people wouldn't have allowed them in now.
Higher order, they're plenty. Higher order, police follow them now.
See the part of the world where we find ourselves today.
Hey, stop now.
What I do?
When I'm here with you,
took away the mixer, destroyed the tents, scattered everything. They broke the chairs, the speakers, everything. Don't touch anything. No.
if you are snapped this one when it's at this time, who is saying this? Think this architect and this not the why you say this?
But just snap it. Snap it. The activities we all had in place.
See police self are videoing it.
What's
going on?
Where Richard.
I don't even know where they're doing. I don't know where they're doing.
Christ Gospel Mission Church. We're supposed to house 4,000 people, take 4,000 people. We had already been arranged. Our healthcare services have already.
So that was in Lagos. Now, so some of you watching this, that usually have advice for the obedient on social media. How do you normally feel every time you remember that Thiefnubu and his politics is a politics of one, they will first try to bribe you. If you refuse, then they will threaten you. If you refuse to back down, then they will attack you. If you refuse to back down, there is a chance that they can assassinate you. This is Thiefnubu's modus operandi. Most of the time, majority of the people that have had encounters with the Thiefnubu, right? They stop at the level 1. Once they are offered the bribe, the rest is done. So they never got to stage 2, stage 3, stage. Only few people have managed to get to stage 3, where they've been attacked and they still haven't backed down. Only few. But Thiefnubu and his gang loves to accuse other people of what they are doing. Go, 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 go. There are those who said nobody should come out and vote for anyone else except Thiefnubu. They are the ones who went to to polling units to attack people during elections. They are the ones who went on not only to attack people, to kill people because of election. But there are some of you who are very much so triggered. You know, when I listen to some of you, few, not some though, I mean, well, I can use some figuratively. There are some of you, right, that are so triggered, easily triggered because of social media engagements, breakbats, fisticuffs, and the rest. You are more triggered, right, than watching that video. Because here is the thing. That is actually the most, the real acceptable way of doing politics in that contraption. Yeah, it's the acceptable way. In fact, anyone who can ensure that they maintain that level of violence, do you know what they call them? They control the street. Do you understand? They will tell you, now people they control the street too. Now you go enter. It's not because it's got any tangible thing to offer, but it's got enough violence for those who probably can't stand him. I just would have to walk away. That's Thiefnubu's style. Then they will accuse you. You say, look at them. They are terrorists. Look at them on social media. They are saying that they are threatening judges. They are threatening this or that. But guess what? The only people who have the capacity to disrupt any gathering without any arrest are the APC thugs. You get? So I just thought I should remind you, those of you who always have advice for the obedient, they need to tone it down. Obi needs to talk to his supporters. Obi needs to kind of control his followers. This one that cannot control his followers. On social media, when they get melted down on social media, angry. You have 1 million advices. But suddenly, about anybody we know strong, may know put it now. It is a politics is. They are attacking people. They are attacking people. But some of you have normalized that. To you, anybody we know strong may know enter politics like that. My friend, politics no be shy's play now. Because you've normalized that. But now social media, they trigger you now, they make you now become, I know what I'm saying. Sure you get. I'm just saying that obedience needs to tone it down. The way they are doing, Obi can never be president like this. But thugs, murderers, can be anything. Because they're not born you well to confront them. You don't even have the will to. But you have all the advices in this world, right? Here is the aftermath when the police and others rather protected the thugs than the citizens themselves. And I expect them to possibly release a statement soon and blame Badebo, Roadviver, that is the one who incited the attack on himself. I mean, it won't be new. Yeah? That is your contraption. Just so you know. Badebo.
Venue that we had, Christ Gospel Mission Church, was supposed to house 4,000 people, take 4,000 people. We had already been arranged. Our healthcare services have already started, but they've come here. You see about 20 to 40 police officers here, lock the gate, say we cannot engage in anything in a church. They let thugs, came here, scattered everything, right? This is a young man that was hurt. They were with our cameraman. Please tell them what you
were with the police. Do you understand? The thugs were with the police were the one that was guiding them. Do you understand? They were with the police. They busted my hand. Cutlasses, seizing phones, seizing everything, destroying equipment. It's not fair. This is the height of it. I'm a press man. I'm a press person, and this is how they cheat person. They were just destroying, all glasses were just busted just like that.
Meanwhile, at the same time, they are protecting an APC rally that is happening on the site that we had already legally paid for. This is the height of our bureaucracy, and it's going to touch all of us. We cannot be in a democracy where people, instead of delivering good governance, they want to hold power by intimidation, by hurting people, by hitting people, by crushing the spirit of the youth. How is it that young people are going to see this and respect the police?
We are here to receive our teaming new members with particular reference to the labor extraction led by Honorable Gbadibo Rosvival. And regardless of the intimidation and the challenges that comes with trying to provide a credible alternative to Nigerians and a good opposition governance, as all democracies, we are not in a military government, we are not in a kakistocracy, so we have done what is required of us, and we will continue to do what we should do to provide Lagosians, all Nigerians, a good way forward, a better way to govern, a government for the people, a leadership that thinks of people first, not the elites, that does not do power grabs. And everybody has seen and they've heard the news, and we hope that when it's time for votes, people will vote according to what they have seen and what they have heard. We are the better.
Venue that we had, Christ Gospel Mission Church, was supposed to...
Right. It was to intimidate them. And see, that's not a joke. For those of you who witnessed the 2023, did you know that throughout their 2023 campaigns, Wike banned Atiku from coming to campaign in River State? Yeah. There was not a single Atiku's campaign allowed in any part of River State. Yeah. As big as Atiku, right? Yeah. Where Wike was governor. He ensured that Atiku didn't go there. It didn't stop there. Where Wike ensured that every returning officer from every police unit or ward, whether an NYSC or being an ordinary person, they were all moved to the government house on the evening of that presidential charade. In where a Wike, you see those ones who try to run away, Baba, they still have the videos online. Go and search for it. Youth coppers. Bloodied or, youth coppers nearly killed or slain youth coppers in River State 2023 presidential elections. They were marketing them, those ones that escaped from their grave. When they found them with a Wike, now that is exact same thing they want to push in this year 2027, just in case if you are not aware. They will heat up the whole polity. Everything want to go to blazes, let it go to blazes. Because according to them, there's nothing that's going to happen. There's nothing you're going to do. You don't have the capacity. I'm talking about those of you who are still like, we will show them and that. You don't to them until you probably prove it that you do. So it was about GRV, Gbadibo Revival, dumping Labour Party, joining the ADC, which he eventually did anyway, but not as planned. This was supposed to be a four event program. You get that now, like they're going to hold it in about 4 different locations across Lagos State. It was meant to be big. One of the locations is where they were expecting like 4,000 and all that, like he said. But that never happened. No thanks to the Thiefnubu's thugs. But eventually, they granted a presser, I believe, at the office of the ADC I believe. Here.
Accompanying the chairman of Alimosho local government with over 80 policemen, and they sealed the place with Black Maria, haloxes, and all of that. We went there to talk to them, went to see the CPA to no avail. Now, the day after, they are protecting an APC rally that is going on currently. No problem. We got another venue in a church premises. Our people in a private, secure premises. Our people were there, peaceful, no activity, just waiting for me to come. The chairman of what's his name? Of Agbado Okiodo, Echibadero, went there with dogs, accompanied by policemen, and has completely destroyed everything there. Today, our plan was to give free healthcare checks to almost 4,000 Alimosho and Alimosho indigenous and Ikeja division residents. That has completely been destroyed. We have a team that was there to help people get jobs, register them, and pair them to profitable jobs that they could have for the youth that are unemployed. That has been destroyed by thugs. And you see these local government chairmen that should be making the inner roads of Alimosho motorable. They are not focused on that. They will leave, they will go on those roads to go and be intimidating people that want to offer Nigerians a better hope and a better future. And people will say this is politics. No. Accompanying the chairman of Alimosho local government with over 80 policemen.
Yes, it does. That was incredible. Yeah. In other places across the country, there were other things happening. If they are not robbing the government, people are being robbed. They are being kidnapped or even being killed. Apologies for the sound because you couldn't hear me all I said, right? So I was saying that we'll leave that and go somewhere else. Across the country, right, in the last 24 hours, at least, I don't know about you, at least I have seen the report of, you know, either the people are being kidnapped or they are being killed, or while others are being kidnapped, others are being killed in the same operation from, you know, from Katsina to Edo. In Edo State, right? I think they say it is Akure Benin Road or Benin Akure Road, where, you know, 8 NSCDC officials, you know, this civil defense, right? They were protecting 3 Chinese ahead. And on their way, they got attacked. 8 of them slaughtered and the Chinese kidnapped. Also in the same Edo State, Auchi, Benin Road or so, passengers as in travelers were also waylaid, attacked. Some were kidnapped. Even though the report also said that 16 of those passengers have been rescued by the police, but there are still others currently in the den of the kidnappers. These are events that happened one after the other in the last 48 hours. A community in Katsina, right? Let me find the name. So a community in Katsina called, oh, hang on, where's that? Right. A community in Katsina called Magaji Wando community in Dandume local government area reported. Yeah. The Fulani bandits or Fulani terrorists rather struck. In that community, many people were killed, but there's a report that, you know, 6 people have been accounted as being killed. But people believe there is more. And there are others kidnapped, unknown number of them have been taken away by the terrorists, right? Even though that said that more than 100 people have been taken. So the report is kind of like dicey ball. The attack, let me show you. This was in Katsina.
Wancan gwamnati mu nan mutum hudu muka da wanda aka yi ba. Wancan ko suka dauko mu da akwai wanda ba mu dauko ba.
The one on Benin Auchi, where it was reported that 16 passengers were later rescued after they were kidnapped. But the scene of that kidnapping as captured by another road user. This was it.
They hear them now, so they don't carry the entire bush. Now full bus and
Camry. Not be one bus, so almost
they scatter their bag, their luggage. They don't enter bush. They block them where?
Jesus Christ.
They bought the motor.
They bought the motor.
They scattered their
now here they carry their pass. See one woman for work.
Hello? They don't enter bush.
They don't enter bush.
You see people, oh, all this one wrong. Jesus. No, this thing is not too much now, eh? They also catch them. No, say what they come? Are you talking and say last week? And they don't come out.
They don't come out.
Say I said last week.
Last 2 weeks.
More than they go.
Where they go?
Same pardon me.
Where they go?
Where they go? They don't enter.
Where they go? Where they go?
They don't enter bush. They don't enter bush.
Where they go?
They don't enter bush. More than they go. You know, don't not be small thing, no, my brother. Hey, don't clear.
Police dead there.
Police dead there. They don't come out. Police don't come.
Police
we don't get police. We don't get police at there. We don't get police.
You see? Calm down now. Slow down.
This one are here. Listen, why you talking? Say inside last week. Inside
last 2 weeks.
Jesus, you have to tell us now.
All this was video room.
You don't want those people for them. Why? Because Jesus. This one don't. I don't want to hear one. Wait, let that one go back. No. Go back.
Uncle Crash you. Thanks for that video. But you are going to agree with me that that is not life that people are living in Nigeria, or let's rephrase it. The life that APC Egbekegbe is forcing you to live in Nigeria is not life. As much as you love to make light of your troubles, yeah, but it is not life. But they have been able to get away with it because a lot of you have accepted it. Like, surrendered. Like, what do you want us to do? We protested. They shoot and kill us. We try to vote, they rig the election. What do you want us to do? What do you want Nigerians to do again? That is the sign of those who have, like, there's nothing we can do again. They can continue to do what they are doing to us. So, do you understand? That's not life. The life where you can't travel in your own country and you could be taken anywhere, anytime, and oh dear, it's not life. APC normalized this, and they continue to tell themselves that they are doing so well. And a lot of you just feel like, yeah, now so that they lie, Jerry, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing you can do. Omo. Those ones were lucky. Or should I say, pretty lucky. Because you see those ones who were escorting the Chinese, they were not lucky. NSADC guys, 8 of them, they were slaughtered by these terrorists, the kidnappers. I don't know who perpetrated that too. That's why I'm not kind of like naming anyone, because from the information I've gathered, they haven't really said this was done by these terrorists or that, but taking people for ransom after killing, come on, that's terrorism, isn't it? They were not lucky. And viewers' discretion is a bit advised, because there are some blood stains in the vehicle they were traveling in before they got attacked. And the expatriates taken.
Fish people got on this kind of shit now like this. Bullets.
My brother must making a see what the apple for ADC. ADC. Those Chinese men they pack their way. Almost all the civil defense they kill them. As today so now God even say about yesterday night to abeg when I share this video to everyone abeg. Now waiting for yesterday night be this so.
This happened at about 10 p.m. This is a vehicle of Civil Defense Corps. A vehicle of Civil Defense Corps. They escaped ambush from unknown gunmen at about 10 p.m. and they were able to escape to Bois cement plant where they couldn't proceed, so they were rushed to the hospital from here. You could see the marks of bullets. You could see the marks of bullets in the vehicle. You could see marks of bullets in the vehicle. Their tire got punctured. You could see blood. This is blood that flowed from the vehicle down to the floor. So which means someone who was shot was inside the vehicle, and this was the blood. You see? See? Look at blood. Look at blood.
You know, there is no country in the world that is free of crimes or criminals that commit crimes. But except for Nigeria, the rest of the world prioritized punishing criminals, right? The system that punishes criminals justly, no matter how long it takes. They say the long arm of the law will catch up with you, and then we'll deal with you accordingly. Not in Nigeria. Let's say Nigeria also shares our own part in this, criminal enterprise, so to say. Criminals will always commit crimes. Law enforcement agencies and the rest of them's job is to bring anyone that commits crime to justice in order to have a lawful society, law and order. But law and order won't work except there is something called rule of law is in place. The rule of law means everybody is equal before the law. The rich, the poor, the high, the low, the weak, the mighty. Doesn't matter. That is the rule of law. You violate it, you get punished. The rule of law. Without rule of law, there is no law and order. You have a worse place that is worse than a banana republic. There are crimes that will happen. They call them organized crimes. To get to the end of it, they get to see and pick up their sponsor, their financiers. Cut it from the roots. And the criminal syndicate, the criminal organization will bleed to death. A slow one, a crushing, excruciating death. But where you have the lack of rule of law, then you have a Nigeria. You know? Where those who are supposed to see crime before they even happen and prevent them as much as possible. And wherever any of them slips through their fingers, they ensure that they put it under the control, but not in Nigeria. They monetize it. They weaponize issues. They weaponize their problems. They monetize it. That's what they do. Kidnappings, kidnapping for ransoms. It is an industry in the contraption, yet APC, Egbekegbe, have forced it on you to see it as, what can you do? We just pray to God to protect us. And God will protect us. God will always protect his own children. But they kidnap pastors, reverend fathers. That they kidnap, bishop. That they kidnap Alpha, kidnap anybody. I remember a story of a man, because of this situation that is going on in the contraption. He's a rich man. He's got his policemen and all of that protecting him, but they were not enough. He needed to fortify himself. Because to survive in that place, you might need to go extra miles. What did he do? He traveled to go and see a babalawo, a spiritualist. Because they have told him that that man is the most powerful, like Dibia, in that community or in the entire region. So the higher mighty comes to him for fortification. So it was a deal. Whatever it's going to take. He is going to see this powerful, great spiritualist. Right? So he traveled far, long. He finally arrived in the dusty town where this powerful Dibia or powerful Babalawo lives. So when he got in, he saw the people in some sort of like a sad mood. Is he dead? What happened? He can't be dead. He said that, what do you come here to do? And he said, well, I came here to fortify myself against these kidnappers all over the country. Because I travel a lot. He said, okay. And I was told that Babawu is the perfect person to see. I said, well, unfortunately, Baba is not around. Okay. They kidnapped him yesterday. And the kidnappers are demanding for 100 million naira ransom. And you can see we don't have that. They said they will kill him this evening. So we're already kind of mourning him because we are not expecting him to come back. What? You mean they kidnapped Baba? Say, yeah, since yesterday. They kidnapped him. Yeah. Right. That was the last time this big man. I mean, at that moment, it was like, man, nobody is safe. If anybody is telling you that anyone is safe, you're not. The way everybody is going to get served is different. Everybody is going to get served. You think some of us are just talking too much, making Nigeria look bad. Really? Wait till you become that victim. And then you question your God, that your powerful God, that God that is protecting you. The one that, you believe is keeping you safe and all of that. I'm not questioning your God. I'm just saying that you will question that God eventually because it's going to be like, where is he? Why this is happening to you? Blasphemy. That is what terrible government does. Terrible leadership does to people. Eventually, everything you hold dear as belief and all that will be put to question or even trashed in the society that is God. Like, if they are not robbing the people, if they are not kidnapping you, they are robbing you the other way. Yesterday, we had this crying billionaire, this fake billion. You see, I have said before, and sometimes it will be like you are using a blanket statement, so I'm not going to use blanket statement. I'm going to say some or majority. Ask yourself how come in the poverty capital of the world, some certain people, simply because they are connected to governments, are flaunting billions and billions of your money, that they can't really tell you what they are producing or what they are manufacturing, what they are selling. Of course, they are selling what people call contacts. That's what they sell. Sujimoto, Ogundele, or what is that his name again? Yeah. Ran to the social media to alert us that him being declared wanted by the EFCC. There's actually some people trying to tarnish his name, his image, and destroy him. And he started crying. And that gave him out. Like, that kind of like gave him, out that, oh, come on, man. This is fake. What really happened? Okay. We now have more details of what happened. Peter Oba, who happens to be a former commissioner in Enugu, by the way, among many others. I don't know how many people they arrested from that government he was part of, but his own arrest made the headlines. Peter Oba collaborated and looted the government of Enugu, looted the people's money in Enugu as a commissioner, that he ended up in the EFCC or so at the time. And somehow, he managed to come back and pull off a stunt that today is the governor of Enugu State. And so many scams have been, oh my God. At first, I think his popular selling point, right, was that I would give Enugu people, affordable, or should I say drinkable water. A project that Umba traveled to Europe, brought a scammer to come down to his state, somebody called Andreas. And before you know it, 68.5 billion naira of Enugu's money went into a project, a water project. I don't know how it is right now in Enugu State, but people are saying they are not seeing water that you can say is worth 68 billion naira. Itamba also went on he's paying social media influencers very well. Oh, I can let you know that one. Oh, we needed to resuscitate the presidential hotel that was being built by Samokpara. 50 years ago, we were supposed to build this hotel, but somehow they stopped. I'm going to finish it. And it's going to cost $35 million. That's how much they spent in renovating the presidential hotel. It's called in Enugu. Uncompleted presidential hotel. But it has been opened, commissioned as a completed project. That's the second one. The third one is this a smart school. Oh, Peter Oba promised them in Enugu that he would build, God knows how many, I think, a lot of smart schools. And what does smart schools mean? It's not ultra modern. You know, they used to, when I was younger, right? They used to have what they called modern markets, modern hospital, modern. Then when I became, I think, a teenager or so, I was still young, right? Then they changed it. They will construct borehole. They will call it ultra-modern borehole. They will bring paint to repaint the community clinic. There's nothing inside though. They will say the government has upgraded Udogbolu community clinic to ultra-modern clinic. But I bet no, nothing they pass. Ultra-modern became a thing. Yeah? And then Peter Oba chose a different thing. Smart school. Smart school should be a technologically advanced sort of like, buildings. Starting from the buildings, right? You know, smart schools where you don't really have to have a blackboard. Have the digital screen. Teaching children, that's smart schools, right? And he was to build that across the state. That was where Fujimoto came in. Prior to that, right? I said Fujimoto. Sujimoto. That's his name. So Sujimoto entered Enugu on the invitation of Peter Oba. And according to him, he said, first, Peter Oba took a picture and said he has signed a deal with Sujimoto. That Sujimoto is going to tackle food insecurity in Nigeria and is going to cultivate 30,000 hectares of land. Did they follow me? And that is the next story is the story of Mba. Forget about that one. All right? But there is no 30,000 hectares of land being cultivated by any Sujimoto. Okay? In Enugu, there's nothing like that. And if there is, it is not 30,000 hectares. However, Sujimoto said he designed a building because Peter Oba said he wants to construct a structure that is a 60-story building. You get that? And Sujimoto, that is into real estate, you know, those Lagos properties. Yeah? So he designed a 60-story building for Peter Oba in Enugu. But Peter Oba now told him that, put that aside. There's this project. We have money. Okay? We have money, but we don't have people who can do them for us. What project? It's called Smart Schools. So we're going to give you 22 of them. Okay? And we are going to pay you 11.7 billion naira. Okay? But first, we'll give you half, possibly more than half. Or half. 5.7 billion naira was released to this guy that was crying on your screen last night. 5.7. Now, his own argument was that the inflation changed everything. The price of a bag of cement back then, when he got the contract, or before he got the contract, he said he told the governor that he had no idea about this business. And the governor said, no, you'll be fine. You can do it. Then he also said he told the governor that the money you are, it's too small. I don't think this money can build this thing. And the governor said, no, if you don't make profit from this one, you will make profit from another one. Right? Or go and do this one first. Oh, hang on. Let me replay the video so that I can continue from there. If you're watching me from Enugu, you better sit back because there's so much to unravel here or unpack.
I'm not a thief and I'm not a fugitive. this is a contract between my company and the Enugu State government. Enugu State government asked me to help them build a couple of things, a couple of projects, which were very interesting. I was going to the state every week. In the middle of the project, they said, okay, the governor said he wanted to build a city. And he wanted to build the tallest building in Nigeria, 69-story building. I designed it and gave it to him. He said, okay, keep it aside. He said, while you're waiting for this, please help me do the schools. That we have money, but we don't have people that can do it. I've never done this type of schools before. But I knew it was cement and concrete and machinery. I knew it was arrangement. So I said, okay, let me give it a try. I told the governor, I said, this project is impossible because of the pricing, the cost of it is too low to build. The governor said, don't worry, just help me do these schools. And later you won't make money from the schools, but you make money from the other projects, which I was very happy with. Right there, I mobilized 42 engineers to the states. I took a house in the state. I love the state. I went to the state. And I was there doing the job. I was traveling from Eziago to different local governments. I had an accident that my back got broken. But I didn't tell anybody. Now, the contract was frustrated. When we took the contract, at every point, I knew that it was difficult to do it because of the pricing. Now, when we took the contract, cement was 7,000. By the time we left, cement was 10,000. I faced a lot of people. Sometimes we are in the villages, my stars are being shot at. Sometimes they will have some people come, they bring guns and shoot at them. I was still there. But at the end of the day, things went sour between myself and the government. And I was still there. If I had money, I would continue the project, but I had my other projects. I had stress on my other project that I wanted to do. They took me to court. And I said, okay, let's look at the entire project. How much have we spent? Till the last day I was in the project. I was there till the last day. Then I asked me that, how much have we spent in the project? And I put my project. They took us to court. And we told the court, we don't want to fight with the government. Let's agree. How much do we owe you? And there was an agreement with them. And now they declared me wanted. They destroyed my company. And I built with them. But I'm going to go there. I'm going to the FC office. I'm going to go and clear my name. In the last 2-3 years, prices have just gone crazy. If I'm doing my project, it's delayed, 5 years delayed. Something I could have done with 2 years. Prices of this changed. The economy went sour on me.
You won't need a car to travel. You won't need an aeroplane to travel. You will just say, I want to go to London. And you'll be in London. Either you believe it or not. The time is coming when you won't need.
I decided to play that clip, for those that Shiji was trying to convince. All right. Cement was 7,000 naira. And then the economy went sour on him, which an average businessman would tell you it is normal. Well, maybe it is true. Now, here is what we heard and confirmed. The arrangement between Peter Mba and Shujimoto is beyond this one that is making the news. In fact, in some quarters, it is being believed that they just probably want to throw him under the bus. Maybe because he's died them. So the info on these projects given to him, from what we gathered, or what I have gathered, was that each project will cost 500 million naira, each of them. And it was to build 22. The total cost of about 11.79 billion naira. But in Nigeria, usually, right, when you are a government contractor, number one, you must have the financial capacity to embark on the project before government pays you. But because the criminal politicians, right, so they have a vested interest in the department called Procurement. That is the cesspool of corruption in every state and national in Nigeria. Procurement. This is where they can say, one stick of a pen, right? This pen of 20p, they can sell it for 20 pounds or quote it for 20 pounds. Oh, let's use Naira. So this pen is 100 Naira. Yeah? The procurement will quote it for maybe, for instance, so they may quote each for 1,000 Naira. Now, they need to buy this pen. They need to buy 100 of this pen, which in itself, for 100 Naira per pair, 100 pieces, 10,000 Naira. But remember, procurement would have changed it to 1,000 Naira each. Instead of buying 100, instead of quoting 100 they need, they will now quote 1,000 of it. So that when the budget for pen, right, is to be quoted, you begin to see 1.2 million Naira for something that is just 10,000 Naira. Yeah, that's how worse it is. That is where the civil servant or the criminal politicians, so they are money launderers that they called contractors or business partners and other interests. That is where the money is. So as a contractor, they are not supposed to give you any money. Until you start the work and you start showing the work, then they will release the fund in batches. So the criminal politicians would then mobilize their criminal partners called contractors. They will mobilize them with 30% of the money, 50% of the money, which in itself is unethical and it is illegal. They do it anyway. So what did they do with Shujimoto? Enugu state government, through the Ministry of Works, released 5.7 billion Naira at once to this contractor. 5.7 billion. How could Shujimoto now turn around and say because cement is 7,000, the recent pictures they have taken from the ones that he's been working on, you can then put a price on it and tell me, is this what 500 million Naira did? Let's factor in inflation, okay? Smart school. Would you say this? Here is one of the smart schools at Unsude, Udi local government area. This is the level of work Shujimoto has done, all right, and his contractors. Would you say this is 500 million Naira worth of a project that, it ran out of money? Here is another one in Udi as well. Amekenachi, what's the name of this school? Yeah. Here's another one. Right? Would you say this is 500 million Naira that he ran out of money at a point? Right? Let's assume that he's telling the truth. Here is another one. Would anybody watching this on their screen right now say this cost 500 million Naira, then he ran out of money? Here is another one. Does anything on your screen right now shows the value of 500 million Naira for a smart school? That, okay, the contractor ran out of money because of inflation? The answer is no. It didn't run out of money because of inflation. It probably ran out of money because they ran away with their money. Do you get what I mean? That is indefensible. By all means, it is, On social media right now, there are people who are trying to now turn it into a tribal thing. But here is a word for you. I mean, here is an advice for you. If you are a Yoruba that is doing tribalism, I'll say it in Yoruba, and I'll tell you why very soon. If you are an Igbo man that is doing tribalism, they do tribal, what have you, they don't swear for you. And I'll tell you why. I have said this many times on Maiyegun's diary, Politico, and I will repeat it now. It is only you, the traumatized, brutalized, abused Nigerians that have, so much energy to tear yourselves about because of where you come from. I'm Yoruba, I'm Hausa, I'm Igbo, I'm this or that, and all this stuff that you kind of. But when you look at the criminals, looting, pillaging, destroying that contraption, they don't have tribes. They don't have any ethnic. They don't have any religion. But they can kind of like cosplay. Yeah, they can cosplay and pretend that they are Igbos, pretend that they are Yorubas, pretend that they are Hausas, pretend that they are from your tribe. But the real thing is that they are a bunch of betrayers who hated who they are normally. And in that regard, the only thing that unites them is their greed. And their greed doesn't really care about where you come from. Doesn't. A Yoruba man from Osun State became a friend with an Igbo man from Enugu. The Igbo man became a governor. And he decided to co-opt his friend from other places to help him do whatever they were doing. Their 5.7 billion naira disappeared. That won't be their first deal. This is just the one that probably, yeah. And the only way to get the money back from him is to use the instrumentality of the law that ordinarily would have investigated and realized something was amiss. Ministry of Works, commissioners, the governor himself, other guys who are involved. That money, before that money left the cover of Enugu state government, some people actually approved it, waiting for their own share, waiting for their turn. Shujimoto possibly shortchanged them, or, it didn't give them enough. And the only way they could get the money back is to use the EFCC. They're not getting it back because he didn't do the project. They never really wanted him to do the project. A few weeks ago, they were commissioning a presidential, presidential hotel, right? I'll show you that one. I think Shujimoto himself released a video of how he's been going everywhere to go and see the project, blah, blah, blah. They shot at him. He had an accident, blah, 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 blah. Alaye, you the mad, you need 5.7 billion da. Hey, you the crazy, you need like, kilo happen now. They are talking about 5.7 billion. We have seen the pictures of the project. So any form of excuse, any, deflection and the rest of that can only work on the gullibles who ordinarily are waiting to be deceived. Oh, I saw this video.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Another day, another morning, me in Enugu State, trying to see what's going on my sites. And I woke up in the morning, I went to our first site. It was a very long road. Though the road is beautiful, and as usual, the Enugu people are always joyful. I went through our first site. On getting there, I met Engineer Collins, and it was very impressive as they've gone so much work. Out of the 6 blocks, they've gone to DPC level, and I see that things are going exciting and everything. Though it took us 2 hours to get there with an extremely bad road, but by the time we got here, it was so beautiful. Lots of nature, beautiful hills surrounding the school. Though it's a very new site, we just got here a couple of days ago, but I met with Engineer Benga, one of the most experienced engineer, and he's doing a great job here. So that's what I did there. And from there, I was on my way, and before I know it, the bulletproof car that was hired by the driver mistakenly hit the hillocks, bombarded the hillocks, front, left, center, that we had no time. As people were arguing that it wasn't my fault, it was my fault, I had no time. I was thinking about how to reach over 10 sites today. I've jumped into my Korokwe. I called the other site to send us a car. There's no car available, so we jumped into Korokwe.
I'll jump into Korope. We're able to visit 2 sites. The other site, the DPC level is quite impressive too, but they have some material they're waiting for, so it is delaying them from reaching their true potential. So now we are here, we're finished from here, and as we're going back, I decided to stop in the famous Inyi market, one of the biggest markets, 2.5 hours away from Enugu State. But it's very impressive how you can see people from the state. They're very enterprising, always moving, always joyful, people doing their businesses and extremely busy, just like the the Balogun market in Lagos. But it's exciting. You see the incredible Igbo people. No matter where you find them, in the sun, in the desert, in the villages, they're always looking for opportunities to visit. So I decided to go and buy some water, and boom, before I know it, my other Lexus car is here so that I can jump on and continue my day. Thank you, and this is Sujimoto.
Sujimoto is living the life. Is connected. Is what do you call that thing again? Like you are balling with the big boys, doing all their dirty work. You know, then they couldn't wait. That they feel like he's trying to kind of run them street. Let the FCC get him, and then we'll tell the world, just so that people can begin to know that this is Enugu State. We do not tolerate any form of corruption. Somebody went to the newly completed and commissioned presidential hotel. Is that what you call it, though? Presidential hotel. Is that what they call it in Enugu? Yeah, the one they commissioned a few weeks ago. Somebody went in and he found this. Yeah, that's the part they didn't show you. Just so you know. Because somebody will say, but that's the back now. You don't understand what it means to say you've completed a project and commissioned it for public use. It is only in Nigeria. That country, Baba. Criminal-minded people that hate the country. They hate Nigeria. And some of you don't even understand it, that they hate the country so much. These guys will mount blocks, buildings. They will call it a hospital. And then they will commission it. Only for you to go back inside and realize that there's almost nothing inside it. Baba, these guys will go out and hire hospital equipment, set them up in their new building, bring some of their medical staffs from other hospitals. They will tell them to wear their uniform, neatly ironed, fresh. Then they will call their party people to go and get their own uniform wears to come there. They want to commission the best hospital. Then everybody will be there with so much, While they are doing commissioning, you will see the road here, uncompleted. You will see some heaps of sand here and there, but they are commissioning because it's completed. And then they will write these flowery speeches that they will tell the people. Today makes it another great day in the history of our land. Today, we are commissioning a 6,000-bed hospital, the first of its kind in the entire country, the biggest in the entire Africa today. Our people are so, and I promise you, I will do more. And once everybody leaves, they will lock the place up. I'm not making it up. Ask Edo people and Oshiomole when he brought Bokwari in 2015 to come and commission the biggest hospital in the entire West Africa. How far with that now? How far with the biggest hospital? You remember what I'm talking about, right? These are criminals, man. Like, why would you do that to your people? No wonder none of them want to go to any hospitals they constructed. How would I build that? It's like building a new house. But you won't sleep inside. Why? Why won't you sleep in your new house? You just constructed the best hospital. The best. But you won't go there for medical care ever. What does that tell you about these rogues? They are your leaders? Our leaders. Respect our leaders. And I'm like, are you being serious, mate? Let's leave that out and go to something else again. El Rufai, Kaduna Littlefinger, is reported to be the guest of the Catholic Church, in Anglican Church, Catholic Church of Owerri, in Imo State. And since his arrival, he seemed to be like happy. You get what I mean? Like, he's been everywhere. El Rufai was inside the church, telling the women and children that, listen, the level of participation in the ongoing voters registration is so low in the eastern part of Nigeria that they need to hop it. Jihadists in the church, politicians. You get what I mean? That's why I said they don't have religion. I'm not saying that because I'm a Yoruba man, right? You can find me in church or mosque or shrine anytime. I'll still be comfortable. You know, like, because I'm a Yoruba man. I'll sing, dance with you and all of that. And I'll bring food out to go chop. For fanatics, those who call the non-Muslims infidels, filth, dirty, they actually compare those who are non-Muslims, these fanatics, they compare those who are not Muslims, they see them as worse than, you know, shit, sort of. Because they are made to see it that way. I'm not saying all of them, because I'm saying the fanatics, the extremists, in which El Rufai has presented himself to be, as they do tell their, their other people who kind of listen to them, so to say. Because I wanted to say they are the idiots that listen to them. They say I'm a moderate Muslim. In words, right? So El Rufai is seen as a symbol by these fanatics, extremists, that he has been wielding that influence among them in that northern part of Nigeria where people like him is adored. You know? People like him are adored, sorry. However, he is not a Muslim. Any of them that present them to you as Christians, they are not. They are politicians. They are cosplaying. They can be anything you want them to be. If you want them to be Pope, if you want them to be anything, they will. As long as they can get you on their side and pretend to be your friend. Well, Rufai is notorious for all the kind of divisive rhetorics, divisive talks that are always, especially when he gets boxed to the corner and he's got nothing to push back, then he will throw in the religious this and tribal that, but in a very much like fine words, that you're going to listen to that and you'll be like, And then if you try to kind of decipher that, and it's going to be like, nah, it's not what you think it is. You misunderstood him. Smart. They have a name for it. It is called takia. You know, the right that is, I mean, the right that allowed them to lie. You know, something you say, as a religious person, you are not supposed to lie. Thou shalt not lie. Now, takia allowed them to. Takia means that if it is going to give them a leverage, they can tell you a lie. They can tell you they love you. They can tell you that you are the same. They can say you are serving the same God, this or that, but extremist that says that to you is only playing on your own intelligence. So that's somebody like Rufai, and that's why we said, don't let that kind of person get near power. Chai. Anyway, it seems that the Imo State people are very much like upset too. Maybe not all of them. There were some who decided to stage a protest. Boo, hellfire in Owerri. And sadly, there are those who are not comfortable with that. Because Peter Obi was there too. So last night, they met at a person's, one of their lawmakers that they met in his house. An engagement that saw Obi and El Rufai embrace one another or each other like, brothers. Watch this.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Those days, I woke up and for the first time, probably not feeling well. And they said, no, you can't go anywhere. But I already have a schedule to speak at the event in Enugu this morning, in Oka and Sabata, from Owerri. I told them I will go. I can start tomorrow. So I'm happy that I achieved all of them. At least I'm here tonight. Thank you, Rufai. We welcome you sincerely to you today. It's a very critical state to be Weaponized. And I thank God for coming out to welcome him. Listen to him speak and everything. All I would say is that thank you for coming out and thank you for visiting us. Everything is told you, critical, told you what to do to participate in the election. Go out and become a vanguard of all these people to go and register. Don't say, oh, well, we are not part of it, we are not part of it.
Yeah, this morning, I believe, El Rufai himself addressed the church.
Because the governance of our country today is democratic. We elect our leaders. We don't select them. We don't appoint them. So voting is important. Registering to vote is a civic duty. It's not a political imperative. It is a civic duty which, as a citizen, you must take advantage of. Looking at the numbers of the continuous voter registration in Nigeria in the last 2 weeks, the Southeast, including Imo State, of course, are lagging behind the rest of Nigeria. I want to appeal to you, our mothers, our sisters, our daughters that are in this room, take this up and get our children that are 16 years and above, who will be 18 years in 2 years and ready to vote, to please go out and register to vote. It is very, very important.
El Rufai. Yeah, that was him. But some people are not having it. They are not having it. They put up their post cards. Oh, is that what it's called? No, I think they are called placards. The placards telling El Rufai is not welcome. Their action upset some people who are saying that instead of everybody to come together and make sure they remove Thiefnubu, you are here trying to. I say, okay. El Rufai said your system of government is democracy, isn't it? Now, these ones are expressing themselves, I believe.
Okay, this morning we are at Asanta Cathedral, where we are, Imo people have converged in their numbers to reject the totality, Nasiru El-Rufai's presence, and caution Mr. Obi for consistently trying to deceive Imo people, and that they are no longer going to be part of it. Right here is Asanta Cathedral, and these are Imo people. They are saying that a man who has sponsored hate comments against Igbo people, has sponsored all sorts of violence against Igbo people, cannot come and speak chronicles of democracy or development here at Odenigbo lecture at Asanta Cathedral. That is impossible. They have rejected the rufai, and they are saying enough is enough! Enough is enough! Enough is enough! It will no longer continue. We are not going to be deceived by political gimmicks. We are not going to be deceived by political antics. We are telling Mr. Obi to stop deceiving Igbo people. We are not going to see somebody who has consistently sponsored hate against Igbo people, and then all of a sudden, because of political desperation, you're in romance with them, and you decide to use our people and our platform that has stayed for years to come and give chronicles of deceit. We are saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. We are saying no to El-Rufai and P2B's alliance. We are saying no to El-Rufai and P2B deceiving Igbo people. It's not going to happen. We are solidly behind the government against violence against Igbo people. We will not take it. As far as this Odenigbo lecture is concerned, we are saying enough is enough to El-Rufai and P2B in this place. Thank you very much.
It is democracy, even though some of you said those are hopeless, those are best people. They are not representing Owerri or Imo people. They are sent by hopeless or Dijo. Okay. Okay. Maybe that makes sense. I don't know if that then invalidates, you know, their expression. That's it. Meanwhile, El-Rufai also said in Nigeria they don't select their leaders, they elect them. Right. Something happened in Rivers State just last week when they did their own, with the weakest organized elections. A particular local government stands out. I think the local government is called Ahoda, Abiawada local government area, where some of their own elected lawmakers, right, have made it to the social media. Some people are beginning to read different meaning to it, like, are these the local government councillors? So yes. I have no problem with any of them, because I can't have any problem with them. I was wondering that, hang on, were they forced to put on this cap? If you are from a River State or our local government area, is that what it's called? Yeah? You please tell us, please, what is the word of this councillor? So I've been trying to search for that. They just released all their pictures. So these are the new local government councillors. Here is one of them, Honorable Mrs. something, I don't know. But if you know her in your local government area, they are all putting on a hat. They gave them, and it seems like it says Thiefnubu's hat. This is also a councillor, as selected by Wiki across the state, right? Here is another councillors. You see all of the Thiefnubu's cap, whether they couple say, should they force enter their head near because I don't understand. Right, these are the councillors. If you're from this local government area, you probably should help us and tell us where they are. I think I have another one. I think I put all of them together. Yeah. So these, that they are councillors. Do you want to meet their speaker or the leader of the house? Ladies and gentlemen, here you go.
Me to serve as promise not to fail them, to my chairman and the entire leadership of the Rainbow Coalition. I have signed and preserve you for finding me worthy to lead the legislative arm of our local government. My promise to you today is that I and my wonderful colleagues will work with you to ensure your people-oriented projects and policies and passed or approved speedily to the best benefits of the people who have given me the mandate to serve. Once again, I want to thank everyone gathered here today and to say thank you and continue to pray for the success of Honorable Engineer Owolobi Michael Ofori administration. Long live Abu Oworo, long live Rivers State, long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Long live you too, Baba. Because they said it is, political empowerment. That if not because Fulbara fumbled, how would these people get their own empowerment? Because they have to use their politics to empower the people. It's not about any service. Forget about that. So this morning, I saw Governor Ajugba Fida or Ajugba Trophy Jackson of Osun, where he published himself commissioning a project. He said the project was abandoned and his government decided to complete it. And the place is called the Farmer's House. There's nothing where Osun people never call me, especially those data boys who are working for, Ajugba Fida. There's nothing where they never call me since morning. Because me, I was wondering, how do you react to this? Right? He was there. He put it on his social media. He said, completed the Farmer's House in Osun. And to the glory of Father, to the glory of Son, and to the glory of whoever. He declared the Farmer's House open. Now waiting make me. And where is the Farmer's House? Yeah. This is what the state governor went to go and commission. Man put out there said the state government has completed the abandoned Farmer's House. It's been abandoned for years. So they completed it. And they went there to commission it. All of these voluntary slaves, all these sewage dwellers, right? They jumped on it. Now me that they abused, they attack me. Some of them are explaining, while others are just attacking me straight. They say, you have never seen anything good about this country. Eh? Well, why is it that he's still the best governor in Southwest Nigeria? He's still the best. Eh? Now me that they abuse. I'm the one who doesn't see anything good. I just saw that. This guy said the place is abandoned and the government just finished it. So they went there to commission it. And I shared it. Why are you abusing me? Why are you attacking me? I was like, I get it. Your criminal leaders are not getting away with all of their crimes simply because they are smart. No. They are getting away because most of you are voluntary slaves. Very foolish. And listen, you shouldn't be arguing with the foolish people. Because you know what? They will drag you down to their level. They will now beat you with experience. Yeah, foolish people. Or stupid people. Don't argue with them. Not on social media. I don't know, maybe because I feel like I'm old. I used to have the energy. But if those of you who know Maiyegun very well on Facebook back then, right? I get reply for everybody when I had the time, but I don't have that time anymore. It's not worth it. So you know something? Arguing with stupid people is worthless. Because what they will do is that they will drag you to their level of stupidity. Since they are born stupid or they've probably been stupid for so long, they will come beat you with experience. You'll come to be like, how this stupid person take beat me? Say, well, in don't drag you going level since so now you don't notice so. Now you fuck up. You know? But we'll leave them. Let's go somewhere else. This time, a young woman was caught after sneaking into someone's house in Abuja. She seems to be pretty much like a seriously wronged up, right? And she said she was lured into the place to go steal something that they could use to buy crack. Then the homeowner came, the neighbors came, and that's how you and I are now watching what happened. Aftermath. So, watch this.
No, you know, once the head enter, body can enter.
Yes, I'm from where?
One thing with this thing.
Where I come from.
Yeah.
Like my state of origin.
Where are you coming from before you enter here? Where was
I'm just coming from Lagos Street.
Lagos Street?
Yes.
To here?
Yes.
How do you know here?
Me, I used to, like, because I don't have where I'm staying, so I used to walk around. So as I showed this shopping complex, because I come from this side, I now cornered, I now follow straight, I now someone that tall building.
So what's your intention of entering?
Hello, sir.
I came to carry
Morning, sir.
What type of clothes?
Female.
Yes, sir. Fine, sir. Sir, look, sir. Sir, look at the lady here, sir. Hello, sir. Sir, I'm there now. I'm just interviewing the lady. Sir, look at, sir. Can you see her, sir?
She said she wants to come and pick up.
That she wants to come and pick up some clothes.
What are you doing for a living?
What
are you doing for a living?
So I'm into hook up.
Hook up?
Hook up?
Yes.
You are from which state?
From Cross River, sir.
Which local government?
Biase, sir.
Biase?
Yes, sir.
Okay, did they invite you for hook up here?
No.
How do you even enter this estate?
I entered through the gate.
Through the gate?
Through the gate.
Then how many you come to this side?
First of all, as I entered, I wanted entering this last door. Because as I entered, I saw like the first door was open. But I also saw that the second door was open. So I now went upstairs. So as
Only you?
Yes.
Have you been invited for a hookup here before in this estate?
This is my first time even in this.
What's that your name again?
Faith.
Faith what?
Edu.
So you follow through this
Where are your parents?
My dad is late, but my mom is in the village.
What's your age?
I'm 24.
Have you married before?
No.
What's your educational background?
I have a BSc in banking.
Which school?
Air Force Institute of Technology, Kaduna.
Armed Forces?
Air Force Institute of Technology, Kaduna.
Afi?
Yes.
Afi?
You graduate from Afi?
Yes.
And you have a banking this thing?
Yes.
Do you know anybody around this area?
No.
On your own, you just enter this place?
Yes.
So where is the clothes you have picked so far?
I picked this glasses, then the clothes now, the leggings and the sweater. That one I wanted to wear them.
Then this one come?
This one is eyeglass with Bluetooth.
You picked them here too?
I carried them inside that cupboard.
Okay, before you were caught?
No, yes.
How were you caught?
That Oga came inside, then he saw me hiding inside.
Okay.
Inside the rubber.
Okay.
The rubber?
Yes.
You saw him and then you wanted to pass through here out too?
Normally, I was saying I was going to stay here for some time because if the people that are not
around.
Yes.
Okay. Then you can now pass through here or do what? You will stay here how long?
Oh, and I wanted to check if they have like food or anything.
Food?
Yes.
But how did you located this place on your own without anybody knowing you don't know anybody around this area?
No, I just like look at the building. As the building is not like it's quiet. That's
Is it your first time of coming here?
Yes.
So how many times have you done a similar thing like this?
In the case of me entering into.
How many times have you done a similar in case of
I have carried somebody. I've carried somebody money before. I've carried somebody clothes. but maybe I can pack it from the rope, maybe from that rope side. But I've never.
What do you normally do with the clothes?
Sometimes I wear it. Even this one, okay. This one is one woman that gave me. But like this trouser now, this trouser I carried it from rope. But this one is one woman that.
You say you stay where in Abuja?
I used to stay in Lagos Street.
With who?
No, I don't have a house. I used to walk. I don't have things. I just used to like walk around, and I get myself involved in like drugs too.
Drugs?
Yes.
So you are doing hookup, drugs, everything?
Yes.
Hookup, drugs, stealing, burglary, yes. Whatever that
no,
comes to
your
mind.
No, this one is today that I added.
Okay, you added this one to your different activities.
Yes.
Where are your parents?
My dad is late, but my mom is in the village in Biase.
Biase?
Yes.
How long have you stayed in Abuja?
When I was in Kaduna, one of my friends, Rocha's cousin, started bringing me to Area 11. So from there, I now start going to all these clubs. I now start meeting different classes of men. They introduced me to sniffing of cocaine. So when I don't have money to buy, I now.
You have an account?
It's my Alawi account, but the only account I have is my Smart Cash account I have offered.
Where's your phone?
My phone, I use it. I had a phone, but Itel phone, but I use it to smoke.
Okay. You're welcome.
Hello, sir.
I don't know how to react. Because for when you see one, multiply it by 1,000. There are more thousands like her out there. From the way she speaks, she had a very good upbringing. Went to private school, got a BSc in accounting, another friend that started bringing her from Kaduna to Abuja. And from there, she started the hookup with different men. Then from there, she got introduced to drugs. And from there, at the age of 24, that was from Abuja. Well, let's go to Owerri or Asaba. We're bright, still bright. Now some good news. Yeah, they caught some criminals, and then the victim got back what they stole from her. Listen to this.
I am SP Edafe Bright, and this is Delta State Police Command. You may wonder how come we are always having update. Yes, that is because when the CP Delta State assumed duty on the 1st of February 2024, he promised Deltans that he's going to ensure that Deltans sleep with their two eyes closed. For you to sleep with your two eyes closed, it means our eyes will always be open to look for suspected criminals that want to disturb our peace. About 7 days ago, this young man here was robbed by a gang of 5 armed men. His PS4, his laptops, his TV, and other items were taken from him. He gave us information, and the rest is history. Baba, what be your name?
My name is Ori Glory.
Briefly tell us what happened that day.
We were at home as at about 1 a.m. As at about 1 a.m., 5 men burst into our house with arms, guns, and they said we should lie down. Then they tied us up, collected our phones, pulled out our TV from the wall, and our neighbor's TV as well. Then they were saying if we scream, they will shoot us. They showed us bullets and guns they carry.
Okay, but you're not worried. I know. I get the gist. What did they take from you that day?
They collected iPhone 16 Pro Max.
Was there a Samsung phone inside?
Yes, it's Samsung Galaxy X9 Plus.
Where is the phone? Confirm saying that the phone be this.
Yes, sir.
What of this one?
Yes, sir.
And your PS4 be this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so continue.
So they tied us up, pulled everything out. Then they pack all of us in one parlor, including our neighbor in the other flat. Collected my wife's hair, human hair, everything. They tied us up in the parlor and they left.
To cut the long story short, how did you inform the police? When did you inform the police?
In the morning, I rushed down to. I first of all reported at Owerri police station before I came here, and I reported here. Then the IPO told me to name the items stolen and bring the receipts of the items, so they started tracking them.
Okay, now that these people who were arrested, now how many of them you recognize?
I recognize 2 of them.
2 of them.
Yes,
okay, now that we've recovered your phone, your PS4, and arrested some of the suspects in less than 7 days, how do you feel?
I feel better, sir.
What will be your perception about the police now?
That the police are doing a great job lately.
God bless you. Okay, this young man here, his name is alias Big Man. But funny enough, he has been on the command wanted list. He was allegedly responsible for the robbery of about, I think, 180 bags of rice stolen at a warehouse sometime last year in Owerri. And also, this vehicle is a direct Tokunbo vehicle that is snatched from the owner just before they could register it. That other 2.4 is also a vehicle he also snatched from the owner. Okay, Oga, what will be your name? Samson, yeah, quickly tell us how you dey do the thing.
Na burglary we dey do. That bar where they dey wear vulcanizer dey use to jack. How we dey use? You reach there, we jack the window.
Who give una information when I take go this boy house?
I don't know this boy. I don't know. That the answer just now.
Okay, who give una the information when I take go the boy house?
Check the house, go tell us. I don't know this boy.
Okay, now him go check the house, tell una. Okay, so now him give una the information when I take go there. Okay. Oh yeah, this vehicle, how una take get am?
Now when we dey come for Saturday, now we meet them when they carry am dey come.
Okay.
Call block them. First way sit down for come bring the bar. Now the bar now you say
take. I hear say una dey carry 2 small gun. Who get the gun?
No, we not the gun when they see the girl, so na ear gun.
Na ear gun. Who dey hold the gun? Who dey hold the gun?
Na one boy they call Manchu.
Okay. Now I just want to round up this video. What will be your message to people like you now? I want you to explain.
Gain crime. It's a bad business. As I do this, I not get 1,000 for account. Where the guy say 7 days, so 7 I never come up for where I did. I not get 1 naira. It's a bad business. Everybody where they do and make come out in hand. It's a business.
We have had the message. The lesson to take home is that every person when they do them according to him, come out your hand. There is no gain inside in crime. Not because he's presently with us, but the truth is that there is absolutely no gain in crime. Thank you.
Thank you. Bright, bright. If you are seeing Bright or hearing Bright for the first time, the reason why Bright is featured on Maiyegun's diary Politico is also to show to you the side of the Nigeria police. Bright is using the alleged criminals caught by the police as a piece of message to the would-be criminals, right? But his way or his style of questioning is what a lot of us have always been so aghast about. Like, you know, if you want us to kind of like see how police work, it should be more professional than that. However, he's getting the message passed. Let's give him his flower, you know, at least. But the part where he's asking the alleged criminals, how did they feel? What is your message now for people like you? Aba, Nigeria is breeding criminals every day. And you see that time where they will say, hey, if not all of us they face the hardship, do you think that if all of us that are facing hardship, if all of us decide to go into crime, would there be any go to crime and do the time? That's what they say about crime. Abi, Director Scott. They say if you can do the time, if you can do the crime, then you should be ready to do the time. You get what I mean? But Nigeria is creating criminals every day. Only few ones that will get caught. And because of that, a lot of you are victims. Left, right, and center. Dog eat dog. Sort of. you know. Anyway, that's where we're going to draw the curtain this evening. All right. Thank you very much for your time. Okay. And if you joined us from the start, check if you have liked the video. Check. You'll see the sign will be like blue. But if you haven't liked it, when you check that thumb up under the video on YouTube, right, it's going to be white, like bright white. So like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel as well, right? And I will see you another time. Now, until then, just stay safe. And good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun dáyàrí Maiyegun nàmbà wá. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun dáyàrí Maiyegun nàmbà wá. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun dáyàrí Maiyegun nàmbà wá. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Maiyegun dáyàrí Maiyegun nàmbà wá. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun dáyàrí Maiyegun nàmbà wá. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun dáyàrí Maiyegun nàmbà wá. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun dáyàrí Maiyegun nàmbà wá. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun dáyàrí Maiyegun nàmbà wá. Maiyegun dáyàrí Politico. Maiyegun dáyàrí Maiyegun nàmbà wá. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun dáyàrí Maiyegun nàmbà wá. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun dáyàrí Maiyegun nàmbà wá. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun dáyàrí Maiyegun nàmbà wá. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bíjó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o ayé.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.